Okay, so thank you for letting me talk again. I'm excited to talk and you guys some different ways that you can hopefully describe physical activity for those that maybe are facing some mental health things. So to start, you guys had a 1 cent solution, just a creative way that you would hopefully maybe improve physical activity outcomes for either a group of people or an individual that is maybe having some. Does anyone want to share theirs to start? I'm going to identify some people. Yeah.
Have the idea that practice services classes stuff. And
So I'm just going to write down some key parts. So we had the stigma of it. And then we also had, is it a group class or is it like individuals take like a class?
Fire themselves.
Ooh, I love that. Okay. So provider class. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yes.
I have the union holding free mental health break or stress nights, de-stress nights, so they can do exercise.
Nice. And then it would be specific to college students. Okay, so this would be more of like a group class, right? And then focusing on stress relief may be a benefit, right? So benefit focused. Gosh, somebody tell me how to spell benefit real quick. I did. Sorry, but great. Thank you. One more.
Yeah. My company was with the group class, but ones go getting outside group walks because it's sun shining and everything. So.
Okay, I like that. Maybe something specific, right? So specifically walking outside, a really targeted thing.
More of an environment of sunshine.
I like that. So even yoga outside, right? Or walking. That this might be a little tough to read right now. But does anyone have one that they really, really want to share? How you guys actually did it? Okay. So keep these in mind. We have some talking about group classes, some talking about reducing stigma that the providers would need to learn to be maybe a little bit more understanding. Talking about benefits in a group setting, hopefully, and then specific outcomes or next steps maybe for these people. Now keep those things in mind as we go to the PowerPoint. I'm hoping that I can get the screen to come down and stay. That's the risky part. Yeah. So keeping those key things in mind that you guys identified just by thinking about a simple 1 sentence solution, something that maybe didn't have to have an elaborate thought. Just trying to go to my next slide. There we go. Keep those things in mind because eventually those key terms are going to come back up. First, during this quick overview, we're going to analyze our 1 cent solutions. We're going to hopefully teach you guys some different ways that you could improve physical activity outcomes for those that are experiencing some mental health challenges, and then practice some approaches. Ideally, you guys could download the toolkit from Canvas right now while I'm talking if you want. First things first, you want to focus on any client as a person first, right? You want to hear what their needs are, maybe even do an inventory of that, and you want to help them find their best answer, not necessarily the thing that you want to promote the hardest for them. You want to identify where they are in their journey, help them get to that next step, rather than focusing on the total outcome of maybe like an ACSM 150 minutes of physical activity, right? Focusing on little steps to help them get to their next spot. Now, we just did that one sentence solution activity because I wanted to see how you guys identified some of the key players involved in increasing physical activity for people with mental health concerns. In this case, we asked 500 different people that are currently seeing a mental health counselor of some type, what recommendations they would like to receive to increase their physical activity. We then coded them into these categories. These big, thicker, bold circles are the main ones, and then these smaller ones are subcategories that branch off that. The main things we found are that clients wanted resources. They wanted their therapist to be able to communicate effectively and discuss benefits. They wanted emotional support, and they wanted a non-judgmental and understanding environment. They wanted to be able to reframe what they thought exercise was, instead of something that's hard and difficult and unfun, something they enjoy. And they also wanted their mental health counselor to be able to adapt these things to their life circumstances that they're currently facing. I think you guys nailed that. A lot of those key things here are actually part of those one sentence solutions. You can probably see how these even would fit into your one sentence solution. So hopefully you guys downloaded the toolkit. I'd love it if you're able to go through this with me as I teach. This will probably be a huge part of what we're doing today. And really, if you're doing this, you'll have great examples for when you're with your future clients. First thing you want to do is hopefully reframe what exercise is to them. It can be a part of your daily life routine. If you do typical chores that you would always have to do throughout that day, such as laundry, being a little bit more intentional about standing up, facing around. I know when I teach, I try and move around a lot instead of standing. A little bit more physical activity. Another thing is your exercise should be fun, right? It should be something that you enjoy doing and look forward to doing, not something that makes you sore or unhappy. Especially in this case of working with clients that might be facing some mental health concerns. This could be pivotal because if there's a negative exercise, that negative might speak louder than benefit for other people. In my case, I have this. It's the Health Master 750. Has a dual action pump on it, so I can ride the bike and work my upper body at the same time. That doesn't look very fun, though, right? How many of you guys would like to ride that bike in an hour? Raise your hand. Like nobody. I've ridden it for a while, but the reason why is because I put a TV on my wall right in front of it, right? I made a rule with myself that if I ever want to go watch TV without working on my homework, I have to go ride the bike while I watch TV, right? So I'm watching Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and that's all before I start my homework. And it's a reward now that I get exercising on that bike. I took it a step further. Actually, I like to play. Sorry, I had to cover up a little bit of a mess. I like to play video games, and that same rule applies. If I want to play video games, I'm going to have to hop on that bike before I go. I've ridden that bike for like 2 hours straight in a game I was just super into at the time, and the time flew by. Like I didn't even realize that that's how much activity I had. These same concepts can be used when you're recommending physical activity to those that are maybe facing some mental health concerns, right? Making exercise something that they look forward to, rather than something that they dread. I love going to this golf. I love taking my little dog. I feel like I have a need as a parent to my dog. She's my dog-ter, if you will. And I'm so proud every time I throw this in the woods and she runs into it. Right? That's really fulfilling to me. And it's something that I link with my physical activity now. My desire to be a better parent to my dog has increased my physical activity because I want to take her on walks and I want to do this. Those same wants and needs are going to be in your future clients, right? They're going to be wanting to be better parents, better at their jobs. And so connecting those things should help them reframe what they feel about this. I think that we also want to reframe this.